Explanatory sequential mixed methods design involves initial quantitative data collection and analysis, followed up by qualitative data collection and analysis. Quantitative data can be used to select the sample for qualitative phase of the study. Qualitative data are used to further understand and explain the initial quantitative findings. The qualitative data might be collected to explain some significant or non-significant statistical findings, select and further understand some exemplar cases, explain the outlier or surprising results. Subjects or subgroups of interest can be identified from the initially collected quantitative data and further explored with qualitative data. A typical implementation of this type of research design involves administration of the survey with a request from the participants to provide their contact information and express their interest in a follow-up interview. This research design can be used when the research question is quantitatively oriented and priority is given to quantitative data. The researcher initially knows how to measure the variables of interest, and it is both ethically appropriate and logistically possible to return the participants for the second round of data collection. And finally, this design is appropriate when the quantitative phase of the study raises new questions that can be addressed with qualitative data. This research design can be appealing to quantitatively trained researchers as it has a strong quantitative orientation. As one type of data is collected at a time, it is straightforward to implement. The sequential nature of this design also makes the writing of the research report a linear and straightforward process. And finally, this research design does not require a fully developed qualitative data collection phase at the beginning of the study, as it might be emerging from the first phase of the study. Well, the other side of the strengths of the method is its weaknesses. First of all, sequential data collection requires more time. Second, since the qualitative phase might be emerging from the first one, it might be difficult to obtain the Research Ethics Board approval for this type of study, although this problem can be resolved by describing the tentative methodology for the second phase. Finally, in the middle of the study, the researcher will need to make decisions regarding the quantitative data that need to be further explained and the cases that will be sampled for the second phase.